where are we at? Okay. Okay, so I should keep stuff away from that corner. Stuff away from that corner. Yay. Like that. And probably like that. Yeah. Should be fine now. CD. Job dev. And then the next serve blog. Okay. So now if I switch back to the browser, actually I have localhost somewhere. No, that's not localhost. Let's open one. Localhost 3000 doesn't work because I need 4200. And this one should work. Yay, and it does. And this is what we get so far. Our list. And then if we are to click on stuff, it goes to one of them. However, when it goes to one of them, something doesn't work properly inside the API. So let's see, I got blog. This blog gets me a list here, and with a limit of 10. That's good. Now if I am to go inside this blog, the folder itself, I'm going to create a new file starting with $, and I'm gonna name it blog id.tsx, and I'm going to export a const export a const and this would be named loader, and this would be a function, and loader would have a loader function type, and let me import this as a type, option Z, and loader is going to probably receive some properties of type loader args, and loader args can be next to this, and we do not need this. Tuk 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 tuk. I can keep hearing some noises, not sure where they come from. Hey, I don't see any noises. Where's Firefox anyway? Okay, wow, job. And this is the live. And if I need to watch the chat somehow, it's gonna be here. Hey. Dum 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 dum. Getting back here, so I can grab request and probably params. So loader args. It's not React router. This is remix run node. Okay, that's why it was complaining. Okay, so in here, that's loader. Let's return an empty object to start with. And then somebody's not happy here. Because they are unused. That's okay, just give it a moment. Const data is request.json. And let's make this loader an async function. And then await. So now that's our data and we can return it here. However, I also want to import from remix run node, and this would be JSON. And then I want to wrap this in JSON. And then give it the status of 200. Yay! Lots of JSONs here. Now, this is what I am given. Well, it's a get, so I shouldn't need to worry about data. Why did I return it here anyway? I don't need it. I need params actually. Let me just comment this one out. I'll deal with it later. So const. Now, blog ID is what I'm looking for. So blog ID comes from params. Blog ID string. Yes. It's just complaining that's declared. Okay. There's some chat going on somewhere. Hey, Anel. There's some chat going somewhere. Can't really see it. Maybe it's this one. I'll figure it out later. Maybe it's from Twitch. I also see Twitch over here, so who knows. So now loader, based on blog ID, should return me, well, still the same ID, nothing else. So if I'm to open Postman and the blog /test and as a get, I should see nothing. Because why? Did I run it? Okay, yarn dev. So 3001. Okay, 3001. Okay, so blog ID test. Yay! Now we know that it returns us the test. So how about we try to read it from Firebase? Const blog article is await of read from fire of a table blog and of an ID blog ID. Okay. And let's just return here blog article. Let's see what blog articles looks like when it doesn't find anything. Nothing. Okay. Now how about when it finds something, which is the Fantastic Four. Okay. So I got blog article with everything. So this looks more better. More better to me. Okay, how about if blog article has a slug? Okay, if blog article has a property slug, then it means I found something. Therefore, I should return this. Else, well, I don't need else. I should just return that again. Where's my message? Okay, with the exception that now blog article is null. And probably with a message not found. Well, actually, no. I should return a 404 because it's not found. Yay. Dum. Let's see. If I call it, I get it. By the way, yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, leave it like that. And now, as soon as I change something, it should get me nothing. So now the API works in terms of getting just one. Let me publish this API. Okay. So we have two changes. Wow. Tags, stashes, work tree, search and compare. Wow. Commits. Wow, lots of things. Okay. I'm interested in both. What would be my commit message now? API with API now responds for individual blog item. Yay. Let's sync our changes. Okay. And since our API is gonna probably deploy very quickly, let's go back to the other coding editor, this one. So in here I have apps, I have blog, I have pages, I have article that's based on a slug. Now I do have slug here, and I can pass it to this API, and then hopefully get my result without having to filter it. And this would be blog article. Would it? Yeah, blog article. And then if I have blog article, I'll return it here. And I don't need this filter anymore. And then what? Or actually I need to return blog article, at least with an array with blog article inside it. Yay, now everybody's happy. How about my localhost? Well, title of object is null. Hey, it means he didn't get it. Okay. And where I'm running it from, is it from here? Yeah. This map title, well, that's okay, that's okay. That's a list. Okay. Blog article, and that's list. Okay. List says null. Yay. How come? Okay. Let's see. Is our deploy with problems or not? No, API has been deployed. API, okay. Blog /1. Okay. Nice things happen. Wow. Where was I looking? Where's blog /1 now? Do I have multiple versions? Nice. Anyway, I can do it again. API /blog /whatever. And now it doesn't work. And now it should work. And it does work. Which means I'm actually receiving blog article. And probably that's why it's complaining. Yeah, but I'm also destructuring it here. And I should see it. At least in my local. Where's my local? Here. And that list is not happy. That's interesting. Definitely interesting. How about I don't return at all? And they should no longer error. And I can easily look into the console without having to worry too much about it. That's my console. This is you. And blog article says nothing. Okay. Let's look at this. Well, it says blog here. You should say article. Why did I put blog? Okay. Now, blog article.
Hey, Marian.
Hello.
Quick question. Just got an interesting email from somebody who said something like, if I'm interested in a contract,
Yes.
read it out. So it says, if you're interested in a short-term web developer contract role using Remix framework on 2 different projects, basically all you need to do is it's one internal and one external project. That's not, I don't care.
Okay.
And what they said is they have Figma sketches and just need someone with Remix framework and software development experience to develop the static web pages.
Super.
Yes, I know. It sounds fantastic.
Like
My
perfect.
question, sorry?
Like perfect.
Yes. My question is this. How is this? I mean, what will she or he ask? How much do you want to get paid per year, per day, per contract? How is this?
Well, we
How?
can discuss about this probably later once I know more about the project. But if it's a contract, a short-term contract, the rates are not gonna be extremely low because that only happens probably in low-paid permanent jobs. So you're looking probably at 150 to 200 per day. Probably, I don't know. Let say something. Could also be 100 per day. I don't know. But
Right. So, but no. But my question is, if I know they will ask, how much do you want?
yeah.
And that's why this is where my question is. So, are they referring to how much do you want per day, or is it per contract, or
So
is it per what?
contractors are calculated either per day, usually per day. But you can also think of, you can calculate that as if you multiply by 21 point whatever, let's just round it up to 21 days, you can roughly find out an average per month because that's how
Okay.
many working days unless you're missing some.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you want
Right.
to do the same for a year, you multiply it by 260 unless you take holidays. If you take no holidays, they're about 260 working days. That's more or less how
Mm.
you find out how much it will be per year or per month.
Right. So basically, since it's a short-term contract, it will be. I mean, she will ask me something like, "How much do you want per day?" Or
Yeah, same, more or less
something
same
like that.
as
So,
a similar deal that I have with you. So if I have a similar deal with you of 200 per day, you're gonna say, well, I'm already on 200 per day, so let me know what you can do. Throw that to her,
mm-hmm,
let her come back.
mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Good.
I
Right.
also I also got a message on LinkedIn.
Yay.
Yeah, it's yeah, he's looking for a web developer with experience using Remix. Immediate start available. If you're interested and would like more info, please get in touch us up with a copy of your updated CV
Yay.
and the contact number.
That's nice.
Yeah, and Remix, I just it's perfect. This one.
So apparently
And
you're lucky
this,
because Remix is not as well requested as nextjs. However, both of you got this and both of you started with Remix, so it's a no-brainer. Yes.
yeah. So I continued with the.
Okay.
Can you look for a second?
I'm already looking.
Ah, right. So I've continued with the, and well, this is, I don't care about the text. It's just
Yeah.
this is how it is. Well, didn't put anything here, but this is the point. It's this. Then it's the other way around. Then it's this way, and this is the other way around. And then this frequently asked questions, which is this.
Mm-hmm.
Not really finished the styling, but I did this with use state.
Okay.
The
And did you manage to
question,
break those ones into smaller parts or are they all of them into one?
no, they're all of them in like small parts. This is this one, the
Yeah.
hero. This
Yeah.
is the hero. And inside the hero, we have the flex, which is the box, and the titles, which are those two.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is the TV. It will have something in it, probably. I don't know. Hero, right? This is the flex, which is everywhere, right? This is the title. this title, and those are the questions.
Can you extract this in a question list? Yes, whatever you do. That flex title and questions, because there are a lot of them here. And maybe you,
To put everything in a question list.
or whatever name you wanna give it. Basically, you look at what it does, and that's how you find out the name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So far, so good. How are you feeling about it? Because earlier in the morning, where you are not, let's say, that vibrant.
Yeah, but the only functionality stuff is just the use state, which basically is where the heck is it? Oh, it's in question, right? So basically, you just swap from false.
Okay, let's look into this. So, how did you use state in order to achieve those questions? Showing the description or not? Okay, so you got the question. It says use state, which is false. So initially it is false, which makes details false. Then details must be used somewhere in a condition, probably. Where is it?
Yes,
on
it's used
17?
either here,
Okay.
here, and
Okay, so now
down there.
let's think about the very first time this song gets rendered. Although, by the way, is it created with, how do you call it? It's not Next or Remix, right?
No, it's just create React.
So then everything is fine. Everything is fine here. However, you might think of some other options as well. Now let's look into what happens at the first. When the components gets rendered firstly, it sees details false, therefore it's gonna go into the second one, which is 23.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
If you go into 23, what happens on 23? You basically output an icon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not an issue though. The next one, line 29, might be an issue. See, line 29 says, if details is false, I'm gonna output empty string. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now for the UI, there is no problem. I'm just telling you, if you need this to be, let's say, SEO friendly in the future. Now, SEO friendly, you need to understand this process in order to actually get it working. Because for the SEO, when, let's say, it will be firstly rendered, that text...
cred că mă sună ăsta.
Okay. Good luck, Stefan. So,
Hello?
about the details, that text will be empty.
Oh, hi, Jamie. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yourself?
Let's move. Stefan.
Yes.
Yay. So we moved Stefan.
Oh.
Cool. Can we get back to yours? So let's say search engines come in, and do they see the printed text on line 29 firstly or not?
No.
See, so that's kind of the point. Now, you wanted to use this just to hide or show, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we could pass these details to probably some kind of wrapper or to that paragraph itself. Think of it as a custom component, not right now.
Wait a second. So what you're trying to say is to have display none or not?
Not necessarily, but you could do display none. Yes.
I mean, even though it's displaying none, the HTML still is getting read. I mean, the SEO is still getting it.
Yes.
But now, how it is written now, it basically doesn't exist at all.
Yeah, but it's also written in Vite or Create React App, and it doesn't really matter that much because it's not going to see it that well anyway, unless it's public, because Google knows to render a bit of JavaScript, but not all search engines. Maybe they evolved and all know to read JavaScript to a certain degree, but it's hard to develop in, let's say, in Create React App. There are some patterns you can follow, and also in Vite, which are the same patterns, they don't differ. It's just the wrapper, the builder, that you could get some of those websites to be easily read by Google and those ones to index, let's say, JavaScript. However, this only applies so far, let's say 99% to Remix or Next.js or similar frameworks like Packstarter and so on. But now you know the difference, right? So
Yeah.
by just doing only one, let's say, paragraph that might receive display something hidden, or maybe you move the position, whatever, it's still there printed. It's just not visible to the user. It's not like
display
not present.
hidden. Yeah. Display hidden and display none.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
What?
that's
Well, the difference between them is that display. Right. What's the difference between hidden and none?
well, none.
None. Okay.
Actually, none hidden makes it kind of transparent, but and none kind of keeps it in HTML but removes it from any kind of styling. So that's kind of the difference, I would say, but both of them achieve the same thing. That's how far I can think of right now. I might be even wrong, but I know display none kind of is like you comment it out. It doesn't exist, although again, search engines will read it because search engines will read HTML mostly. They also read CSS to see if you put, let's say, white background and white text, because then you actually add text to be there, but people don't see it. So they look for stuff like that as well, but that would be one difference. And now another difference would be not in SEO, it would be in screen readers. And screen readers deal different with hidden, with none, and with another technique, which is basically move that text in a place outside of the screen, like with position fixed or absolute, so people can see it, but they can still see the text as not being either hidden or none, or display none.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes later on in, let's say, more advanced projects. Once you want to, I don't know, dip your toes into financial institutions.
At the moment, I just want to.
Yeah. So good
Take
job
it
so far.
right.
I'll let you continue with it until it gets in even more better shape, and that would be something that I can see that you should move that group, because you've moved all of them, but that one in a different list, and it already starts to look good. So good job, well done.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Right. Okay, then. I'm gonna log out for the night because I'm already 12 hours in. So talk to you tomorrow. If anything, you need something, just give me an offline message or something.
Sure. Let me know if you have more questions about what do you think would be expected from you in those interviews and so on, or if you think you got some emails and so on, you don't know how to respond, let me know and we can look into it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
Cheers.
Bye. Cheers, bye.
Now back to this code. Hey. Da-da-dum. So now this log is supposed to grab it and return it inside this list. And this list should see it. Console log list. And now list should be here. And I should see it. And it says arrive 0. Is there an error on top of it? If I grab message as well as empty string to start with, and then look into message. Okay. So there's an error. Okay. Another one. Nice message. Error message. Okay, let's grab nice message over here. And then well, empty string. Why? Unexpected token in JSON at position 0. What do you mean unexpected token? let's look into this entire thing here. Okay, because it somehow messes up. Okay, that's slug, that's Earl, which is the same. How about I look into it over here? Okay, undefined. Aha. What do you mean undefined? Am I not calling it with the right? It's article. Okay. Context request query. Let's see. Dum, 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 dum. Where's my blog article here? So it has nothing in it. That's why. Because I'm not calling it like that, like article, the fantastic format. I can't really see how I'm calling it differently. Okay, that's my API. This is where it goes. Where? That's what it is. It's not article. It's blog here. So I messed them up. I really messed them up. Yeah. That's what I've done. Now this is blog here, definitely. And now it should work.
Am vorbit cu ăsta.
Okay.
Da, English. Yeah, I thought you want to hear the conversation. That's why I was.
That's cool.
I had the mic on. That's why. But yeah, yeah. He said it's a very short-term contract. It's around 2-3 weeks, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and he didn't tell me too much about the project. I told him to send me on email the job description.
Okay.
And in terms of money, I told him 250-300, something like that.
Okay.
I'm not sure that was all right, but yeah, there are money.
Well, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. I cannot ask 500 anyway. So yeah, and they need a somebody with remix experience. He asked me about how much experience in remix I have. I told him like 9 months, but
Okay.
I have other experience with nextjs, which is the same server side rendering. So it may make up more experience. So yeah. Yeah, and yeah, he told me if I'm available on 13, and after that, after I told him yes, he told me, can you make it on 6? Let me know. I don't know. I was like, yeah, and I didn't tell him yes, but yeah. Anyway, and now I'm waiting. I'll wait for the job description and see what the job is about. It will be full remote, and yeah, nothing else, to be honest.
Well done. Well done. Let's see if it materializes in the end and Hope for that.
Yeah, hope for good.
So blog article says it has a slug. It just doesn't want to give it to me or what? Yeah, I can see it.
Yes. Did you make this app, the chat app?
No, that was Agnes.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I asked. Did I say it? Any other name? No, Anes. I was asking.
Syntax is undefined now.
Well, she's not here. Are you live or somewhere on TikTok, YouTube?
I am on probably on YouTube.
Oh, good.
And I'm still trying to figure out, it's like something is missing from my head or somebody else's head. I don't know whose head is missing from, but I really want this to start working. And so far this is just a list. That's it. And on the front end, we can see list. And it has no blog article. However, I'm in slug. And when I look at slug here, I can see with lots of hashes my slug as being undefined. Now if I look at context React query, I can see that it does have slug. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Okay. Doesn't know about get. How about if I just do dot slug? Okay. Still undefined. Okay, what is this anyway? It's an object. Wow. Object entries. Hey. Object from entries. Almost. See, sometimes it looks like it's empty, and when I refresh it, it's not empty. Well, yeah, what is it? What's the difference between this save and the other? Whatever it is, I don't really see it. I don't really see why this thing does print me slug and doesn't give it to me. That's the thing. That's what I don't get. Yay. Can you stay there? Okay. So still null. Because it's still undefined. Why is it undefined again? How come? Do you not see Fantastic Four here? Wow. This is so messed up. This is context. Context doesn't always return what? Don't really get it. Context, not request, not query. Tum tum tum. It's empty now. That's probably why. Why is it empty if that's not something I know? Because it shouldn't be empty. That's the point of not being empty, because I'm sending it to you. Context React query, it's empty. Not found. Whatever. See, I can see it here. If I refresh it, I no longer see it. It's like crazy. Even if I refresh it, it doesn't show it. What about if I go to Google and I come back to it? It's still empty. So this is bollocks. This is double bollocks if it's empty. What do I do with this? Can't do anything with it. It's maybe because it's on development and what? Oh, it's unreliable. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Context itself. Okay. Nice. So this one does work. I should receive a blog article. Okay. So that means I can go here, back home, click on this, and I should see nothing. Actually, it does. Where is the blog article? Although I don't need a blog article here, maybe. E de la Ulmor, grație la. Știți că să mai Okay. This might be working now. Although on refresh, I don't see it working. Yeah, this works now. However, on refresh, it shouldn't. Yeah. Because that query gets lost. Now I can deploy it and test it live to see if it actually works live. But not sure about whatever nextjs does. Not happy about it. Not happy about nextjs routing failing. Okay, I've deployed to live. That means I need a pull request, new pull request, live to blog, compare. Not happy about nextjs. Merge confirm. And now it should be deployed. Should start to deploy it. Hey. Back to coding. So this blog is starting to work in a way or another. Now, while that deploys, I'm gonna look for more stuff inside the data that I get from the API. Here. So if I am to call the API on localhost, this is get. Okay. I might need more info. So I'm getting the Fantastic Four. Yeah. Blog article with blog description and title. Okay. Okay. So this is when I read it from Fire. Read from Fire gets me this. And now how about if I have more stuff? More. Doc of create time. Okay, I could do create time. Doc dot datetime. Okay. Okay. Doc of what? This get is equal read time ref update time data exists. No, I think this is it. Okay. So that's something extra that I should get now. And if I send, well, I'm not getting it. Why not? This is Firebase. This is list from Fire. Okay. This is read from Fire. Okay. So when read from file is not gonna be that simple anymore. Okay. Read from fire. Let's do a different return here. Const data is okay. Then we can do something else. Okay, not data here. Okay. Hey, and let's do this as doc snap. Okay, now I got doc snap, and I can do return, and I can do everything that used to be on doc snap, the data, and then create time doc snap dot create time and update time. Okay. Looks nicer. Send, and now I can see create time. Wow, it has nanoseconds. That's bollocks. And update time. So this could probably help me with my blog. Probably. If I'm to further enhance anything about it, let me deploy quickly this to access everything. Fit. Blog now knows about its conception and evolution. Yay. So that deploys now. While that one deploys, as far as I can see, I will receive a create time with underscore seconds that I can look into in the future, and I can make use in my blog somewhere. This is blog article with everything that's fetched. Then this is list, and over here we might get also create time with underscore seconds. Okay, so I can make use of seconds probably here. And now if we are to look into our localhost, not that one, this one, can add it seconds. Okay, how about just create time? Is create time available? Well, maybe this complains because I didn't do it properly. Okay, so now I did find something. Create time. Actually, create time question mark. Okay. Yay. HTML and CSS. Just one of them. And do I see? Yeah, this is the time here. Well, as long as you click properly. So this is the time. And I could take this and do something about it. What could I do? Well, firstly, I can do new date and pass this one in to see what I get. That's not something I want. If I multiply by 1,000 or I just add 3 zeros at the end of it, it sounds more like a date closer to us. So the time comes in seconds. And then we need to get milliseconds to create this date object that then we can do to date string, and then we can get that date. Okay. Or to date string should be fine anyway, hopefully. Cool. So instead of saying this, we can get nice date. And then let's do here const get nice date is a function that receives a number. Well, yeah, I can do number, nobody stops me. And then what do I want to do is to do new date of number, and then to this string. That's what I want to return, and I get nice, and it's here. Now I should be able to see Tuesday, January 20, 1970, which is amazing because I forgot to multiply number by 1,000. And now I get Monday, January 31st of 2023. Yay! Now, maybe I want to grab this bit over here and add it as a second box here and alone. Okay. Now this kind can be tertiary. Huh, that's great. Okay. Now I can wrap this into a text and do a size small, extra small, extra small. Hey. Now above that border radius, why is it default with round corners? Okay, radius. Okay, as a box, get radius, build. I have none here. Okay. Padding map of radius. I still don't see why. Ah, that's why. But it's only one. What about the other ones? How about I give it a default? Maybe it helps me or not. I'll figure it out later on, but I don't see here radius. Doesn't even care about it as a thing. Doesn't do anything. How is this working? And I made it. Get radius is shared. Yeah, anyway. Okay, let's see now. can see one S and that's it. Blog landing page. Dum, 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 dum. Key equals doc ID. Well, I already have key. So then why is he complaining? Maybe on a different part. That's the only map here. So it's only one S. There's no radius of pill. So maybe this is how S looks like, but it's only one. Why all the other ones have something? No border. So 11, no border radius, although I can still see this. Maybe it comes from a different place. And both of them are crossed. That's weird. This is crossed, but who wins? Ah, this one. Border radius 1 rem. Okay, so maybe I was trying to do something, although it was always reset. So I believe I don't need this. And now I think I know now what happened. Which is here. Or here. Yeah. This is the one that needs to go away. And now those ones no longer have border radius. Hey. So it does work. Box. Log. Actually fit. Fix unwanted border radius. Okay, that syncs to live, but it shouldn't appear in the blog, in the live one, because this one only syncs from time to time. Now this one is messed up again. Again, it's messed up. And when it is messed up, I need to go into this sites job dev with blog functions and probably this one. Slug get server side props. So in slug. Online. Whatever. This is blog. Where's my local? Here. Dun, 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 dun. That's super awesome. Slug. Yeah, now I need to wait some more. However, now those ones might be fixed and hopefully it will work in a better shape. Now, my next step would be to look into this. See, it's the page. From GitHub. And I can see a title here, some description, things to click on. I'm not necessarily needing this, maybe later or not. However, I can see the page is quite simple. It has some heroes just similar to the ones that Vivi was working on. Okay, so probably my next thing would be to start working on my landing page that is linked to this blog somehow, because every time I work on it, I want to write some articles in my blog. So I'm in a position where I can write articles so far. The only way that I can write them are either if I go directly to the database and write them in the database, or if I make use of this post to an API, and then with this post I can create articles. This is so far how I can do it. I could also have a form in here probably to capture some data and create it on the fly. This would be my next step probably. So create an admin panel for it. If you're working on your own side, Agnes, where are you with your progress?
I'm creating the navbar and nav items and in nextjs and trying to find something useful.
The navbar that goes to this? To those articles?
Yeah.
Okay. So far I created it like this, although I could have created a list of just links, like a menu. Although I want to convert this into probably a blog, and this already starts to be shapen like a blog, although the title might not necessarily be here. I might also want to have an image, maybe sort them one on one side, one on the other, maybe have this read and write data with a better naming, like a short title, a long title, or maybe I can use this title in here for the link. I'll see. I can play around. Also have the data now in terms of, let's look. If we are to look into network, actually this doesn't do that, looking into network. But I can get blog and look into this. Now all of them have this create time and update time. And I could also, like I'm doing over here, I could create some, let's see, tags, I would say them. Tags probably, if not, I'm missing the word right now, badges, yeah. So more or less attach them to another section. as this would be the date it was created or something like that. I might also need icons because I could say a date and then add a clock or a calendar next to it, and it already makes more sense as what that data is about. So those would be things I want to do. And then get back to that Ryan CV. Right?
Probably I will go now and we'll continue tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'm working tomorrow on this one. I never really created navbar, so
Well, the idea with a navbar is quite easy. You need to create a set of links that are displayed more or less in a box.
yeah.
And then when you click on those links,
A navbar component and underneath a nav item component, or is
So
that not necessary?
probably you'd want to create a navbar component and a separate one that says link component. Now, navbar component should receive a list and map on that list to present links. But you should have a navbar and a link, at least. If your navbar also has something like a logo, maybe you have something like an image component. That's how it would be. Now you can use anchor tags for links, or you can use that link from that comes from what do you call it? Next, yeah. However, I'm not happy when you refresh the page. So far, my blog doesn't really present it better, present it in a good way when you refresh the page. That's how far I've seen. So far, what I've seen. So if I'm to go on blog dot not Marian Spurlea, blog dot wowjob.dev.
Then speak to you tomorrow, I guess. Have
Okay.
a good night.
I'll continue this anyway. So
Yeah, sure.
speak to you tomorrow.
No worries. Bye.
Bye. No, this one doesn't work again. Yeah. Thanks. Next. I'll look into this error, try to figure it out, continue with the styling, see what I can get until tomorrorow, and yeah, more of those lives, probably more organized, but it's a start. So, more of this.